Do you know the encouraging thing for Wales is having just lost a record 11th consecutive defeat and leaking more points than they've ever leaked against Australia in Cardiff. At least the positive news for Wales is things can't get worse. Or can they? The Box have named their team for Cardiff. My goodness me. A penny for Warren Gatland's thoughts, and more importantly, your thoughts down below in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I'm Tim, this is Egg Chasers. Oh, dearie me. I mean, Hanekom plays. A debut for Cameron Hanekom. He plays against Wales. It's perfect, isn't it? It's what lots of people hoped would happen as soon as he was called into the squad. All that playing against Wales, that'll be fun. A pair of Hendrickses at half-backs. Jean Klein comes back in. Johan Grobbelaar gets another crack. Other than that, no mercy for Wales. I don't know whether you watched and loved, as I did, the Karate Kid movie back in the day, but the Cobra Kai, no mercy. That is Rassie right now. No mercy. We're playing Wales. They're at a low ebb. Crush them. He's not even letting like Villy LaRue. Go on, Villy, have another cap. Get one more closer to 100. He means business. And look at the bench. Look at that bench. There are 12, count them, 12 World Cup winners' medals on it. Absolutely insane depth and impact from the bench. And Cameron Hanekom. Do you know, honestly, 2024, in years to come, when, well, just rugby fans in general, but especially South African rugby fans, when they look back on 2024, they may well, in years to come, reflect on it being the year that two generational, all-time great talents were unleashed onto the world. Now, there's a long way to go between where they are now and where they could be, but in terms of generational talents and pure potential, the ceiling doesn't seem to be much higher than for Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu, who we've already seen this year, and now in the final game of 2024, Cameron Hanekom. He is a rare and very, very special talent. I actually think, for what it's worth, that lots of Wales fans will be quite happy to see Cameron Hanekom, because at least it'll shut the Welsh media up. You hear, I mean, the articles from places like Wales Online talking about the potential, oh, he's got a Welsh grandmother, he might play for us. Now, finally, that can be put to bed. But it makes for an interesting little subplot. And I know Rassie Erasmus, when he called him into the squad, was asked about Cameron Hanekom and playing against Wales. And Rassie said, that's not why I'm going to pick Cameron Hanekom or not. That's not in my thinking. But I bet you in the back of his mind, he's kind of giggling, because it is a little bit funny. It has to be said. But no, it's not an overhaul. It's a lot of players that were involved at the weekend. A lot of first choice players. Let's go through it then. So yeah, front row. I mean, Oxenche is number one on the team sheet. They're not going to use him in a game where they're trying to experiment. And I mean, watch out, Wales. What was his name? Archie Griffin did a decent job up against Angus Bell at the weekend, but good luck, Mr. Griffin. You're up against Oxenche, who feels snubbed by a no World Player of the Year nomination, which he 100% deserved, as I've been banging the drum for weeks and months now, and of which there's a video in the channel already. If you missed that one yesterday, go and check that one out. Johan Grobbelaar, nice to see him getting another shot. He'll have been disappointed with his performance. It was Australia away, wasn't it, in the Rugby Championship? And then he was left out of the squad initially, but here he is, he's got a shot. And the line-out hasn't been perfect. Far from perfect. It's creaked a little bit in the last couple of days. So Johan Grobbelaar, Thomas du Toit getting back in the starting lineup. He was class against Scotland, I thought, and well, I'm sure he'll do very well against Wales. Jean Klein and Franco Moster, as well as Johan Grobbelaar, they've got a big responsibility for the line-out. Really nice to see Jean Klein, after a long injury, getting back and wearing green and gold again. Got to be pleased for him. He's got a giant engine, and Wales are going to be without Adam Beard. So, yeah, the battle for supremacy at the line-out, even though it's been creaking, should be South Africa's. A back row where, yeah, no Pieter-Steph du Toit. He's being given a day off to maybe go shopping in Cardiff for a tuxedo for the World Rugby Awards on Sunday. Maybe he can spend a bit of time practicing his speech for when he wins World Player of the Year. I reckon he probably will. So, but Elric Lowe and Jasper Wiese are very good. The Hendricks boys, 9 and 10. That's so cool. And it's going to be like on the highest stage, like they used to play in their back garden when they were kids. And I just wonder how much of that kind of hive mind, I don't know, understanding is going to come through in the game. We will see. Other than that, numbers 11 to 15 and the backs on the bench, exactly as it was against England, which I didn't expect. But then again, I think everyone's come to expect the unexpected when it comes to Rassie. I think that makes Cameron Hanekom the 51st player that Rassie has used this year. And I guess the difficult thing for Wales is they are going to have to come to terms with the fact that because 51 different players have worn the Springbok jersey this year, every single one of those players, when they get the opportunity to take to the field, they are fighting for their spot. And that's what the competition that has been built and the depth that exists, that's what it drives, is an absolute hunger to, when you get the opportunity, to try and earn your spot because there's someone else waiting. And with that in mind, good luck, Wales. I take no pleasure in, even though Wales are, England's great rival come Six Nations, and it's there's no love lost at times, but I take no pleasure in seeing Wales at a low ebb, and I think they're going to get royally crushed at the weekend. It could get very, very ugly. I hope that they manage to galvanise themselves. I hope that they manage to front up physically, but that's the one area that Wales are lacking, and that is the one area where South Africa are supreme. And yeah, this could get ugly. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Was there actually, I'm just trying to think, are there any players that travelled with South Africa on tour and haven't played? I can't think of any, but you'll tell me if there are, won't you? Right, those are my thoughts. Give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, leave your comment, and I'll see you on the next video.